Today we are in Falls Church, Virginia, checking out a brand new luxury home built by Premier Homes Group. This one features 5 bedrooms, 5 full baths, 2 half baths, a 2-car garage, and is approximately 5,772 finished square feet. This home has an incredible custom kitchen and plenty of outdoor spaces, as well as a spa-like setup in your basement. You're also on a fenced-in quarter-acre lot on a quiet street, and just minutes to 495 Annandale, downtown Falls Church, and a short drive to Arlington. The asking price for this one is $2,285,000, and with that being said, let's start the tour. And if you have any questions or would like to set up a showing, just reach out to me below. All right, let's get this tour started. So as soon as we enter, we have the stairway going up and you get the natural light from the second floor. Got this little nook right there. And then you can see all the way into the backyard. And we have these beautiful white oak floors throughout most of the property. So let me just turn you around, show you where we came in from here. So this neighborhood is very scenic. As you can see, you get all these trees, these different colored trees all around. So that's definitely a feature with this neighborhood. And then we got the staging mirror right there. Makes the space look bigger, but of course this is already a pretty big house. So check this out. We got the glass doors right here. Pretty modern look. And this would be the first level office. We even got our printer copying machine right there. Even though those things are always breaking. Even when I go to FedEx, it seems to break sometimes. So check this out. Super cool office. Pretty spacious. And then you got the natural light from these oversized windows right here. So to our left is the living room and kitchen area. But before we get to that, let's check out this part of the house. So we have the powder room. Take a look at this background here. That's pretty cool. You got like the gold and gray look going on with the tile. The modern light fixture here. Pretty snazzy powder room, I'd say. Make our way over to the garage. So this would be your main coat closet. They got all their staging stuff in here and some other materials. And then you got mudroom area, some hooks and storage spaces. Get the little window above. And we have our 2-car garage. And I think they just put the epoxy down on the floor because it smells pretty strong. If I stay in there for too long, I might get a little high. Then you can see over there, it looks like an EV outlet as well. All right, so we are making our way around. So this would be the pantry space. So you have plenty of cabinets, plus you got this pantry. And take a look at this kitchen. We'll get the kitchen from a couple different angles. So you got these beautiful quartz countertops here. Look how much space you have. We even got a free laptop. Somebody left their computer. And a cool thing about these cabinets, these are actually Pennsylvania Amish made cabinets from my understanding. So I don't see that too often. The Amish are pretty famous for their handmade goods. We got the GE Cafe dishwasher right here. Apparently it's a very silent dishwasher. Give you a view around. And then we have the 6-burner Wolf range. with the pot filler, of course. And then we got the dark blue cabinets down here. But just plenty of space. Let me back up a little bit so you can see the full kitchen. We got the modern light fixtures. Got the sink right here with the gold faucet. So this would be your view from kind of behind the kitchen. You got the living room with the gas fireplace. You got this really awesome porch. And then this would be the formal dining room. So we have the tray ceiling. And I love these oversized glass windows here. Super cool. As you can see, it's just very green all around. So it has a very pleasant feel as we're walking around here. And we'll step out onto the porch as well, but that's the view from the dining room. And then of course, we also have seating underneath this massive quartz countertop. So you can make some breakfast and eat right here. And then we got the wall oven. All these Amish cabinets. And this would be our refrigerator. So all of the appliances except for the range are the GE Cafe appliances. And then the range, you have the Wolf range. So this would be the living room. The gas fireplace, big windows on each side. You got this, looks like porcelain tile kind of going all the way up. Just a gorgeous house so far. Actually, one of my favorite parts about this property is this sliding glass door right here. So this is a 15-foot sliding glass door. I might have to do a separate video just on this. So you can open this part up, and then you can just keep opening different parts of this door and get as much fresh air as you want. So I don't see that too often. So this would be your covered porch. And we have the space heaters above, got the TV hookup, Trex deck, and there's actually a remote control that can bring this screen down. So if you want some more privacy, not as much natural light, maybe sunny outside, you know, you could pull that down too. And we have a full kitchen out here, so you could cook out here, cook inside. Get this bad boy going. You can see the backyard here. Looks like these privacy trees are probably going to get a bit bigger. If you wanted to, maybe you could put them all around. But what's good is there's no trees like right up on the property like some of these houses. Then upstairs is a porch off the primary suite, so that's going to be pretty cool to check out. But you can see plenty of space, very pleasant, very scenic out here. I would definitely utilize this room pretty much any time of the year. I mean, maybe even in the cold weather because you got the space heaters. We just close this 15-foot sliding glass door. I might actually just do a separate short video on that for Instagram. It's pretty cool. Give you another look at this office. And we will make our way upstairs. The basement is super cool as well. It has one of my favorite things that I wish every single house had. So tell me what you're thinking so far. I love the natural light in this house, but tell me what you think so far. Tell me where you're watching from. And of course, if you want to set up a showing, whether it's for this house or any houses around Northern Virginia, DC, Maryland, just reach out to me below. The cool light fixture here and more natural light there. Yeah, just reach out to me below if you have any questions on this one or any other homes around Northern Virginia or DC. All right, so the second level, we have this landing area right here. They got it staged with a little bench, which is probably what I would do as well. And we got our laundry room with the dark blue cabinets and these massive washer and dryer. So they're not messing around with these ones. Cabinets. Got our sink here. So on this level, there's 3 bedrooms, and then you go up one more level to the 4th level, and we have another bedroom, bathroom kind of suite. This would be bedroom number 1. Kind of have it set up as the baby room. This stager is pretty good. I mean, they got every room dialed down here pretty good. Let me open up this door so you can see the neighborhood. So it's a very scenic neighborhood, and actually most of these houses are mid-century modern, which there's not too many neighborhoods in Northern Virginia like that. So most are mid-century modern, some have been renovated, some are new construction, some haven't been renovated, but very pleasant and convenient area. And of course we have the ensuite bathroom. We got the dark blue cabinets and the white countertop here. We got our bathtub, the gray tile. And we have a closet back here too. All right. Not bad at all for your first bedroom. This would be the second bedroom. Pretty good ceiling height. Got the ensuite bathroom with the bathtub. And you got that gray tile again. Modern light fixtures. We got the brown vanity. This one we have a little bit bigger of a closet. Let me just show you the angle from this side. That's where we walked up from, obviously. And we have the primary suite, so I think you're gonna be impressed with this. We got the tray ceiling here. Very spacious. You have basically 2 rooms here. You got the living room, you get the bedroom area, and actually you got that porch area outside too, which is super cool. And this bathroom is really nice. You got like a gas fireplace, plenty of windows for natural light. And we have our wet bar over here, the shelving, beverage cooler. I think that was the remote for the fireplace. And actually the neighbor behind us has the most interesting looking pool over there I've ever seen. I'm very intrigued by it. Looks like it's covered by glass. I don't know, there's a lot going on. Kind of a quirky house. Anyways, this is one of my favorite parts of the house. So you got the space heaters, you got the screened in porch, got the TV. So this would be a cool spot for like a movie night. I don't see this kind of room too often. With Premier Homes Group, they like to do this kind of style, but I don't see it too often. So here's the view of the backyard. So you got this nice like square kind of lot. It does slope down a little bit, and it'll be nice once those privacy trees kind of get a little bit bigger. So let me just show you how spacious it is. And wait until you see this bathroom here. This bathroom just kind of keeps on going and going. So this would be sink number one. You got the 2 mirrors with the accent lighting. I like these gold fixtures. Plenty of countertop space. And we got this really cool shower. I have to open this up. You got the 2 big rain heads, and then we got some sprayers. We got 2 entrances for the shower. We got our bench, we got our cutout. Yeah, very nice. And I believe these are heated floors too. And then downstairs, we actually have a steam shower, in addition to another room that is one of my favorites. Be a surprise. So this is the second vanity here. Then we got like a closet back behind here for towels, and also the water closet. They got a lot of mirrors in this house and really good lighting, which I like. I mean, it makes the space just seem a lot bigger, better, brighter. Yeah, just a gorgeous bathroom. And we got another water closet back here with more space for towels and whatnot. And then to the left, we have 2 pretty good sized closets. So this is the smaller of the 2 closets, but still a lot of space to work with here. They got it built out pretty nicely. Got another mirror. This would be the bigger of the 2 closets. Just plenty of space in here. We get some natural light as well. Space for shoes. Island. So pretty impressive primary suite, I would say. Double doors here. Give you one more look at this. And we still have 1 bedroom upstairs, and then we still have the basement, which you'll want to stay for. So up here is like its own little suite. So you can have like a living room area, probably put a TV. Be nice. They got the old school out there. If they're like a collector of those, or I don't know. I know they have a huge cult following. You even have your own little table. I was about to call it a dining room table, but like more just a little table. We got our wet bar, the beverage cooler. Just back up a little bit. And then we got a closet here. Got a pretty good closet set up in this house. And we got the full bathroom, of course. This one, there's no bathtub. Just have a gorgeous shower here, the bench and everything. And we have our 4th bedroom. So for those of you keeping track, we got 3 on the 2nd level, we got 1 on this level, and then downstairs there's kind of like a flexible, could be a bedroom, could be a gym, could be whatever you want. I love the staging when they add a lot of plants. Gives it a nice feel to it. That, I believe, is just access to the roof or attic. And let me just show you the view from up here. So as you can see, you know, the mid-century modern, some of these have been fixed up, some have not, but it's a pretty cool neighborhood. Homes run acres. There's some very cool houses that sell here. And it's so convenient. Tyson's, the Beltway, Arlington, DC. So pretty popular neighborhood. All right, we will make our way down to the basement. So if you've made it this far, I appreciate it. You're helping out my watch time on YouTube. And of course, if you want to set up a showing for this house, look at that beautiful grass out there. Quiet street. Yeah, if you want to set up a showing for this property or any homes around Northern Virginia, DC, Maryland, just reach out to me below. I would love to assist you. And of course, tell me what you think about this house in the comment section. Would love to get your feedback. All right, we got the cutout here. You can put some artwork or Tom Ford books. We got our little space over here for a chair. And we got some storage. Goes back a little ways. You have a pretty good ceiling height down here. It feels very spacious down here. Of course, we have a place to entertain. Got the beverage cooler, dishwasher, that's an ice maker. Gorgeous countertops here. This would be the living room area. Get the gas fireplace with the built-ins. Beautiful. There's a lot of different options for movie nights in this house. You can be on one of the porches. You could be in the living room. You could be down here. You could be in the primary suite. Just gonna show you what it looks like back over here. So you got about 10 stairs going up to the backyard. Then you got plenty of seating along here as well. And downstairs it feels like a vinyl plank kind of flooring. So the luxury vinyl. Upstairs we have the white oak throughout. We got our half bathroom. And then we have a closet. This is not the bedroom closet. This is just like an additional closet because back here, I don't think there's too much to see. It's basically just utility stuff. I think I saw a tankless hot water heater. So that's always nice to have. And this is my favorite room of the entire house. You'll see why in a second when I open that door to the left, you'll see why. But got the egress window, so you could make this a bedroom. They obviously have it set up as a gym, and you have the massive mirror, so it probably would be more like a yoga place or gym. Got the big TV. Our closet system. Every time I see a mirror like this, it kind of makes me a little mad because the gym I go to, they cut off the mirrors on both sides. So it's like 75% the size it should be. So if you're over here on the right, it's like you can't even look in the mirror because it's cut off. So they have the full size mirror here, which I like. All right. So this would be my favorite room of the entire house because you have a freaking sauna. Beautiful looking sauna here. You have a shower. Now, of course, after the sauna, you gotta take your shower, but then inside the shower, you have a steam shower. So this is like an ultimate spa down here. You can get your workout in, hit the sauna, the steam room, the powder room to the left. So just a gorgeous property with all the amenities. All right, so let me know what you thought about this one and be sure to check out some other property tours on the channel. Today we are looking at a stunning new construction home in Alexandria, Virginia, built by ACG Custom Homes and designed by local architect James McDonald. This spacious 4-level home features 5 bedrooms, 5.5 bathrooms, a 2-car garage, and is approximately 4,769 square feet. You have high-end finishes throughout this home, plenty of natural light, and a gorgeous back deck area. The lot is almost a third of an acre in a scenic neighborhood, and you're also close to Old Town Alexandria, Arlington, and of course, DC. The asking price for this one is $1,349,900, and with that being said, let's start the tour. And if you have any questions or would like to set up a showing, just reach out to me below. All right, let's get this tour started. This is a pretty custom kind of house that we don't see too often, so thought it was definitely worth checking out. So let me just turn you around here so you can kind of see where we came in from. This nice porch out front, and it's a quiet street. Have our massive coat closet here. And on this level, as well as the next level, we have these white oak wood floors. So they went with the high-end flooring, and then check out these architectural ceilings here. So this could be an office. This would be a great office, and you can see you get plenty of natural light. And this builder also did the house next door. So this neighborhood, you have a lot of older houses, but you're starting to see more of these newer ones because some of the houses are just too small, built in the 50s and whatnot. But beautiful neighborhood. You got these trees out here. People are walking their dogs. And And I like these French doors as well. This house has a very cheery feel to it. They have designer lighting throughout, plenty of windows. This would be the formal dining area. Got this little nook down here with an outlet and a little space. And over to our left, we have the powder room. The nice faucet there. With this home, they did a lot of these custom upgrades. We have these notes throughout the property, which is pretty helpful actually, but not a cookie cutter kind of house. So check out this kitchen. We have Tuscan Fantasy marble, I believe it's what it's called, for the countertops. And we have the GE profile, the microwave here, convection oven. Kind of this grayish, light gray, beautiful cabinets. Let's check out this fridge. Always got to check out the fridge. And you have this pretty cool backsplash here. Don't see that too often. So let me just show you the view from right here. As you can see, there's not many cars that come by, plenty of natural light. And this island, we also have some more storage. And on the other side, we'll take a look, but there's some space for seating as well. So we've got the cooktop right here, the gas cooktop. Yeah, as you can see, designer backsplash, marble and glass. So, and we got this pretty good sized sink right here, and then it kind of overlooks the family room. And we have another eating area. This is the less formal one, but as you can see, you also have extra storage underneath this island, or you can put some seats there. And we also have a beverage cooler and like a little area right here. So that's pretty convenient. This home has a nice flow to it. It's just kind of open to the next room, and got the gas fireplace, mantle. And as you can see, there's space for seating over here as well. So outside we have the covered patio deck area. We got the Trex deck. As you can see, the other house has the black fence. This one is just kind of open, but there's no HOA, so if somebody wanted to, you could obviously put a fence there. And you got a pretty good sized yard here. So beautiful patio. You have lights out here too, so if you wanted to get a late night dinner. I think today is just the perfect day to record a video. So we'll make our way to the next level. Yeah, as far as this neighborhood goes, Like I mentioned, there's not a ton of new construction yet, but you're starting to see more of that because you're so close to Old Town Alexandria. You're in kind of the Groveton part of Alexandria, a little bit down Route 1, and just still very convenient to Old Town, Arlington, DC, everything like that. And this house actually has 4 levels, so get ready. And of course, if you have any questions about this house or any other homes around Northern Virginia, DC, Maryland, if you want to set up a showing for this one, just reach out to me below and I would love to assist you. All right, so level number 2. And so they have some type of smart lighting set up here, which is always good. We got one of our linen closets here. And this would be bedroom number 1. You can see all this natural light and these beautiful trees. Oh, those are like cherry trees or cherry blossom kind of trees. I should know that. Sometimes people do expect me to know like the exact type of tree it is. I'm like, I don't know. But there is an app apparently where you can just take a photo of the tree and it'll tell you exactly what kind of tree it is. So maybe I should get that. But you have these custom cabinets in here, so that's pretty nice. And you also have upgraded carpet. So in the bedrooms we have the carpet, and it's not a cheap carpet. Bedroom number 2, and this level we have, I believe it's 9-foot ceilings, so pretty tall ceilings. On the first level, it's 10-foot ceilings. A good sized closet. And then in the hallways and in the primary suite, we have the white oak flooring. So this would be the shared bathroom up here. I like this double vanity, the 2 sinks. Just wondering where the shower was. So notice the tile work in this house. You have, again, upgraded tile and a custom tile throughout that you don't see too often. So this bathroom is nice. You got the tub here, beautiful tile, pretty spacious, and we have the 2 sinks. So to my left, we have another linen closet. So we got 2 linen closets so far. We haven't even hit the 3rd bedroom yet. And we got our laundry room here. Got some cabinet space. And then we got our official laundry area. It's kind of cool. All right, bedroom number 3. So kind of a different layout, and the way this house is designed on the lot, it's not a super wide house. It doesn't feel narrow at all, but it just kind of goes back to the side a little bit. Because this house, I believe, is about 5,000 square feet. So definitely a spacious home. And with the tall ceilings and all the windows, definitely helps to make it feel even more spacious. So we got the navy blue vanity here. And again, they have the upgraded tile here with the bench as well and the glass door. As you can see, not builder boring. That's a good way of describing it. You do see some very boring kinds of bathrooms, but this tile has a nice kind of glossy look to it. So, got the primary suite. Check out this light fixture here. And we have 2 closets. This is the smaller of the 2 closets, but they got their closet system in here. And then got the custom shelving in here as well. This would be a big closet. So pretty good amount of space between both closets. And check out the lighting and ceilings in here. Kind of has a bit of a wow factor. And I believe the builder is also an agent. So you kind of know what people are looking for. And this is kind of a cool space, little reading nook or whatever you want to call it. And as you can see, this street is so quiet. I mean, I don't think I've seen one car come by. And they also have the property staged, which every good real estate agent knows you should stage your house. And let's check out this bathroom, again with the high-end light fixtures and the high-end tile. We got the sprayer, we got the bench. No boring builder tile in here. Not builder boring. Got this little cutout too. So beautiful tile. And we have the 0 threshold door as well. And they got the nice custom floor tile in here. Well, I like this vanity. Kind of like a light green vanity. And of course we have the freestanding tub right here. So we got the water closet. And we have the second sink and vanity. I really love this vanity. They have good light fixtures. Like I said, you can tell there was some thoughtful design choices here. So far the house definitely has like some good design elements. It's staged, which helps. I like that it's on kind of like a quiet street. And I would think that over the next 5 to 10 years in this neighborhood, you're gonna see a lot more new development just because you have a lot of these smaller, older homes. All right, so let's check out the loft area. This is kind of cool. We have the upgraded carpet in here. So this will be a great area for kids or maybe even like an office up here. I mean, you have the office downstairs, but this is also helpful to know as well. So this is one of the highest points in Fairfax County, and facing this way you have sunset views. So you're up pretty high and you can see the sunset. And then on this level you have 9-foot ceilings. So sometimes with these upper lofts, the ceiling height is like really low, but this one is pretty good. Not sure what this is for. Maybe you could put something there. And we got our little table right here. I have to pick up one of these chairs. That's like the smallest chair I've ever seen in my entire life. Put it back so I don't mess up the staging. Got our closet. In here is just the furnace, so we don't need to see that. But it is dual zoned, so it's always nice. And we have another full bathroom with this really cool tile. This might be my favorite tile so far. And we have the tub. So you have a lot of bedrooms, a lot of bathrooms in this house, and just a lot of different spaces. You know, you got the loft. We're about to go check out the basement. You got the main living area. So a lot of options. So if you made it this far, I appreciate you. Tell me where you're watching from. Tell me what you're thinking so far. And of course, if you want to set up a showing for this house or any other houses around Northern Virginia, DC, Maryland, just reach out to me below. I would love to assist you. We'll get a look at this view so you can see just how much natural light you get. Beautiful. The different colored trees all around this street definitely help the curb appeal as well. And it is the start of the spring season, so everything is in full bloom. All right, behind me, that's just utilities, but that is a 75-gallon hot water heater. So you're not gonna run out of hot water. You could have everybody taking a shower at the same time. We got the 2-car garage. Then obviously there's street parking, driveway parking. So parking is definitely not an issue with this house. Got our coat closet if you come in through the driveway. And down here we have the luxury vinyl flooring, and then I believe it's 9-foot ceilings down here. It feels pretty spacious. So this is kind of like the living room hangout area. And they don't want us to go out this door, but you're just a few steps up to ground level, so you're not too far underground. We got some space over here, and we got this big egress window. And what's great about this house, we have the bedroom suite down here. Yeah, I really like their vanity choices and light fixtures. We got this really nice tile here going all the way up. And of course we have the bench. And we got the 2 sinks. So this bathroom does connect to the bedroom. So kind of just a basement bathroom. Let's see this closet. This would be our basement bedroom, and you get plenty of natural light in here. Usually the basement bedroom is like not the one you want, but this one you have a massive window, plenty of natural light. This house, in terms of natural light, is definitely like a 10 out of 10. Got one closet. And the second closet. So let me just walk you over here, get one more look at this basement. All right, so let me know what you thought about this one, and be sure to check out some other property tours on the channel. Today we are in Great Falls, Virginia, checking out a gorgeous new home built by Faber Custom Builders. This one is about 9,000 square feet and sits on almost 2 scenic acres back into trees on a private street. Inside we have 6 bedrooms, including a first level suite, 6.5 bathrooms, a 3-car garage, and one of the best kitchens we have ever toured. In the backyard, there's an option for a pool, and the finished lower level has plenty of space to design as you'd like. You're also in the Seneca Knolls neighborhood and of course in the Langley School District. The asking price for this one is $3,740,800. And with that being said, let's start the tour. And if you have any questions or would like to set up a showing, just reach out to me below. All right, let's get this tour started. We have a gorgeous house today. And as soon as we walk in, we can see the nature. In the background, you got these beautiful Pella windows throughout the property. And let me just turn you around so you can see where we came in from. These nice mahogany doors right there. And we do have the European oak flooring. So to the right of the entrance, we have this office right here. We have the floor to ceiling windows. So just a beautiful office. They're putting in some sod soon, so that will all be green, of course. We got the modern lighting. And we do have tall ceilings. I believe they're 10-foot ceilings on this level. And then we got the 2 doors right here if you wanted some more privacy. Oh man, this is a nice house. So off to our left, we have the coat closet. And we got the powder room. And we do have the pocket door for the powder room. So we'll make our way over to the living room and kitchen area. I love this huge light fixture right here. Very spacious, massive windows so you can take advantage of the wildlife around here. And I sold a property not too far from here, and they keep sending me videos of all the foxes and different wildlife. Actually, they saw a black bear one time. So you get plenty of wildlife back here, of course, deer and that kind of thing. We have the double-sided gas fireplace right there. And let's just take a quick peek outside. So we walk out, you can already hear the birds, and got the covered patio. As you can see the fireplace, the 2-sided fireplace. And this is hooked up for, I believe, like automatic shade or screens. So if you wanted to get away from all the mosquitoes, that is an optional upgrade. And there is an option for an upgrade for a pool back here. So I believe the cost is $280,000, and I'll show you some photos of the pool because it looks pretty incredible. And I think with this yard and this backdrop, a pool would really be a nice feature for this house. All right, so we'll head over to kitchen. Flows really nicely to this part of the house. You got plenty of space for seating, and the countertops are Cambria countertops here. Massive amount of space. So here is a rendering of the pool, and you can see it would be pretty epic, and it would also have like a little kitchen area. So just use your imagination and just picture that incredible backdrop, which is super hard to find in Northern Virginia. Get your pool as well. We got the beautiful cabinets. And check out this sink. So this is a 4-foot sink. So you can kind of move these around as needed. And you got the 2 faucets. And then of course you're overlooking the living room area. And we got just plenty of cabinet space here. As far as the appliances, we have the Forno appliance package. And tell me what you think of the range hood. I was just speaking with the designer of the home and wanted to get people's input on the color. I thought it looks really nice with the contrast. And this is an 8-burner range right here. So hopefully you like to cook. Look at all those handles. Got the dishwasher. And we got more cabinets. And the Forno refrigerator. Good size refrigerator here. You will not be running out of space. Countertop space, cabinet space, refrigerator space. Because we actually still have a whole nother section right behind the main part of the kitchen. So just take a look at this view. This is a really incredible view right here. And off to the right, we have our wet bar area, the beverage cooler, more cabinets, and this is the soapstone countertop. The backsplash. And almost forgot about the dining room here. The coffered ceiling. Pretty good sized space, and once they put the sod in, you know, this will look pretty incredible. It's a very private street. So it's amazing what good landscaping will do. But very nice separate dining area. Give you a view from this side. And what's great about this house is they have the first level, they have a first level primary suite. So just great flexible space. They also have a sitting room for this bedroom, which is kind of cool. We don't see that too often. So you get some extra space here. So you get the long driveway. This would be a good space to read a book or get some privacy. And we have our closet. Bathroom, they're still putting the mirror in, but you got the nice vanity with the 2 sinks. And we got our shower with the bench. Beautiful tile work going all the way up. Yeah, so when I was speaking with a designer and agent, she was just telling me this builder basically did not spare any expenses. So everything in this property, as you'll notice, is just not cookie cutter, not builder grade, very high-end materials throughout. And this right here would be the side entrance. So we got our garage to the right. So if you want to come in this way, it's a little bit faster route to the kitchen for groceries and whatnot. And we have our mudroom right here. Pretty good sized mudroom. I like these light fixtures as well. Kind of cool. Pretty good sized closet. And this would be the garage. They're just doing some finishing touches kind of throughout this property, but you can see a very spacious garage, 3 cars, plus the massive driveway. So a lot of options. And I believe there's 2 outlets for the EV charger, that being one of them right there. So if you got a Tesla or Rivian or whatever you have, should be good. All right, so we got the butler's pantry back here, shelving, and even more cabinets. And we also got the double oven back here. So this would definitely be a good house to entertain a little bit. Host some big dinners back here, and then we got the pocket door. Now to the sink. More cabinet space. I like this black and tan look. Then over here we have another beverage cooler, cabinets, and they're putting in a Miele coffee maker. So this would be the coffee station. And then we're right back to the kitchen. So I'm gonna give you one more look at this gorgeous kitchen, and then we'll head upstairs. All right, so tell me what you're thinking so far, and if you have any questions about this property, if you want to set up a showing for this one or any homes around Northern Virginia, DC, Maryland, just reach out to me below and I would love to assist you. All right, so we come up here, we got this pretty cool second foyer type of area. It's a modern light fixture and the exposed beams. And on this level, we have 4 bedrooms. Sounds like there's a fan running in the bathroom, but that's the noise you hear. And here's another view of the front yard area. But I would say as far as natural light and finishes in this house, definitely pretty high end. So each of these bedrooms has its own ensuite bath, and you got the bench, nice tile work. And we do have the European oak floors up here as well. So just between the European oak, the Pella lifestyle windows, the kitchen, I mean, this is a really upgraded home. Got our laundry room up here, going with the black, the modern look. So we just need a washer and dryer. But pretty spacious, plenty of cabinets. access to the attic up there. All right, let's check out the primary suite. Plenty of space in here. We got the couch set up. Big windows again. Very nicely done. I like this big mirror too. You could get ready pretty easily in the morning. Let's check out this bathroom. So we got the heated floors in the bathroom. Got the floating vanity right here with the 2 sinks. We got 3 mirrors. Cool light fixtures. And this would be closet number 1. So pretty good size. Got it built out a bit. And you know we got to have the freestanding tub. The window right there. Gonna have this accent piece. And take a look at this shower. So this shower has the option to be upgraded to a steam shower because it's fully enclosed. And got the accent lighting, got the 2 rain heads, the sprayers. So yeah, that's a no-brainer for me. I'll definitely add the steam option. This would be the second closet. Bit bigger. So 2 pretty good sized closets here. And this is just another pane right here, but I think there's an option to make it a little more private. All right. What I love about Great Falls is that you're just like surrounded by trees. It really is like you're out in the woods, even though you're so close to everything. So we still got 2 more bedrooms on this level. Tell me how you would set up this space right here, if you would keep it like this or do something else. It's a lot of space to work with, so. This would be bedroom number 3, and all of these bedrooms are a pretty good size. So they did not slack on the bedrooms. You just have these beautiful views, and once the sod is put in, obviously it'll look a bit different, but very scenic. Got our shower here with the bench. Modern fixtures. We got bedroom number 4 up here. So it's listed as 5 bedrooms. That's because it's on a 5-bedroom for the septic, although it's actually 6 bedrooms because you have 4 up here. You have that first level primary suite, and then you also have 1 bedroom in the basement. So another gorgeous shower. This one has the tub. Always nice to have that tub option. And check out the view from up here. We might see some wildlife on this property tour. I don't know. All right, so tell me where you're watching from. And of course, if you have any questions, reach out to me below. We still have the basement to check out. So check out this view though. This is pretty nicely done. If you have any questions or interest in setting up a showing for this one, reach out to me below. As always, I would love to assist you. So as soon as we get down here, we have the bathroom. It actually goes back a bit. So we have another vanity. And we got the pocket door right there. Got this shower back here. So you got the full bathroom. A little bit of space for something right there. And then this would be the bedroom in the basement. You got the egress window. I mean, you're basically ground level. Pretty good sized bedroom. And then obviously that's the door to that bathroom we were just in. Got a good sized closet down here. So we have the sliding glass door out to the side yard, which will be new grass pretty soon. And then we got a massive amount of space right here. So you could make this whatever you want. They purposely kind of left it open for the purchaser to decide what to do with it. And I'll show you. The space back here is even bigger than this room. So in the listing, they mentioned like a golf simulator room, wine cellar. You could get creative back here. You can see how high these ceilings are. And look at how much space you have. So tell me what you would make some of these rooms. I'd probably gotta have the wine cellar, gotta have a sauna, maybe a gym. And the home inspector would look at all this stuff, but just look how organized and clean everything looks. That's what you want to see for the most part. You should always get a home inspection, but this is, for those OCD people out there, you probably like the way that this looks. And this is hooked up for a generator, for a backup generator, which a lot of people have in Great Falls. There's not one right now, but you could, they're about 10,000, 12,000 for the backup generator. All right, so let me know what you thought about this one, and be sure to check out some other property tours on the channel. Today we are in Arlington, Virginia, checking out a brand new modern home built by a local builder and listed with Carlos Garcia of Keller Williams. This home is over 5,000 square feet and 4 levels of luxury finishes, and is in a great location close to Ballston Mall and of course DC. Inside we have 5 beds, 4.5 bathrooms, a 2-car garage, a gorgeous kitchen, and 2 spacious primary suites. The asking price for this home is $2,499,000. And with that being said, let's start the tour. And if you have any questions or would like to set up a showing, just reach out to me below. All right, let's get this tour started. And as soon as we walk in here, we have this ultra modern floating white oak staircase right there, and check out the 2-story foyer, the modern light fixtures and some windows above. Got the sconces on the wall as well. And I'll just turn you around so you can see where we came in from. So you can see we got the modern lights, goes all the way up, and the modern railing on the 2nd floor as well. The green door here. And this is just your coat closet. Thought this was the garage for a second, but that would be on the other side. I love this staircase here, and you even have lights underneath it. So to our left is the powder room. You got the pocket door, got this nice backsplash and the gold trim and lights. Modern toilet. All right, so let's make our way over to the kitchen and the main living area. Oh man, this is something else. So we got the pendant lights, we got the monogram appliances. Let's open up this refrigerator. Oh my gosh, I've never seen so much water in my life. So after this video tour, I'll probably have to grab a water bottle or two. So we got the accent lighting, massive quartz countertop here, and we got the oversized sink, which I really like. And here is the view from behind the sink. You're pretty close to Ballston, so you know you don't have as much land as some properties, but your view at the back is actually pretty nice, even in this more dense kind of neighborhood. So we have the dark green cabinets, and they do look really nice with the white countertops here. Got the monogram microwave. Beautiful oven right here with the pot filler. And of course, they got it nicely staged. Anytime a house is nicely staged and also has some of these accent lights and just went a little above and beyond on the lighting, it makes it look so much better. You know, it really makes a house stand out when you do the staging and really good lighting. So this would be the butler's pantry. Really long countertop. We got our little coffee station and this super long window as well. And then right next to that we have, looks like a washer and a dryer. So it's a pretty large system right there. So basically your pantry and laundry room are right off of the kitchen, right off of the garage, but kind of tucked away so you're not in everyone's business. Got our 2-car garage, plus you got street parking, plus you got the driveway. And parking in this neighborhood is not too much of an issue. Once you get much closer to Ballston, or if you're in Clarendon or Lion Village, that kind of thing, parking's a little bit tighter, but usually you're pretty good around here. So let's take a look at this kitchen from this angle. This is just a beautiful kitchen. Like, it's not a massive kitchen, but actually that island is pretty massive. I guess the point is I've seen bigger kitchens, but this is just very well done. They have every, high-end appliances, high-end cabinets, high-end lighting. You can see the backsplash there. Also, the windows and doors in this house, you see they got the floor-to-ceiling windows. They are Marvin windows and Marvin doors. So obviously a very high-end brand. And look at all the space for seating you have there. And I love that lighting underneath. So you could definitely entertain here if you wanted to. And this right here would be the dining room. So it's not like a separate formal dining room like some of the houses that we look at, but there's definitely a good enough space in between the kitchen and the living room. And nobody really uses a formal dining room anyways, right? I'm gonna get some comments on this video. So we got the accent wall here with the gas fireplace, I believe. You could fit a pretty good size big screen TV right there. And the flooring here is some type of white oak, I believe. I know the stairs are a white oak, the floating staircase. One really good thing about this house, you have several different decks and outdoor spaces. So obviously you don't have like a massive yard, but some people don't want a massive yard. That's a lot of maintenance, a lot of work. So it's all fenced in. If you wanted to, you could just put privacy trees all around, make it your little backyard oasis, as they say. And this part is covered, so if you wanted to, you could put a fan right there as well and enjoy this porch, rain or shine. So the neighborhood that we're in right now, you're starting to see a lot more new construction. You have a lot of these smaller, very small, sometimes older houses. There's some actual small multifamily homes around here. And then you're starting to see a lot of these new construction homes going in. And just the way the lot is set up, the homes are a little bit, I'd say a little bit more like narrow, but the builders do a good job of, tall ceilings and just making good use out of the space. So check out the second level. And like I mentioned, I love this stairwell with the lights, the floating white oak, the modern look. But tell me what you're thinking so far. And as always, if you want to set up a showing for this house, if you have any questions about this house or any homes around Northern Virginia, DC, just reach out to me anytime and I would love to assist you. All right, so up here we get a lot of natural light. This is kind of like an open living room of sorts. If someone really wanted to, maybe they could make it like a 6th bedroom, but it's kind of cool just to have this space, kind of a flexible type of space. And this would just be the HVAC. So as you can see, there's like a mega house right there, and then this house right next to me is smaller, and it's just kind of like that throughout the neighborhood. But I'm sure in the next 5, 10, 15 years, you're just gonna see a lot of new construction. Kind of like how you see everywhere, but This neighborhood has always been a little bit less expensive, so you see more builders coming in. I like this view from up here. All right, let's check out the first bedroom. Got the large Marvin window. And they have these like green doors, but it gives it a nice look. I'm trying to think of the style it would be, but maybe like Southern, a little bit, Charleston, I don't know. Open this guy up. So we got shower, and where does this go to? Oh, interesting. So you can access the shower from two different sides. I actually don't know if I've seen that before. Got the tile, but that's kind of cool. And you can see the vanities, the matching green as well. Turn that fan off. Tell me in the comment section if you've ever seen that before. Maybe I'm just crazy and that's like a common thing, but I don't think I've seen that too often. All right, so we got the pocket door, the hallway bathroom. Actually, my shirt kind of matches the color of the doors as well. And we'll just get a look at this again just because I think it's kind of cool. So we got a couple different options to walk out here. Got another pocket door. And we got our closet here. So these two bedrooms share that bathroom. They got the security camera in the bottom right there. So we gotta be on our best behavior. Yeah, I love the oversized windows here. I wish every house had these upscale, oversized windows, floating staircase, high-end appliances. So on this level, we have the 3 bedrooms. This would be the primary suite. I love this backdrop here with the trees. And like I mentioned, you could probably put even more privacy trees if you really wanted to, but it's already pretty green. And you got the wall of windows or sliding glass doors there. So you could get your king size bed in here. Got a couple closets. So if you're keeping track, this would be the second covered outdoor space. Oh wow, look at that house. They have like a whole, I don't know even what you call that, but they have like 2 or 3 levels of outdoor space as well. So you might put a fan or a light fixture up there. But it's a pretty big space out here. Drink some coffee in the morning or take a nap out here. And it's a beautiful day as well. So let me just show you from this angle and then we'll head over to the primary bathroom. We got our pocket doors. Oh, this is nice. Of course, you got to have the 2 sinks, and we got the gold fixtures there. this closet. So we have two different towel closets. And we got our freestanding tub in this section and the sprayer right there. So it's kind of tucked away to the side. Of course, we got our shower. So we got the upscale fixtures here. Beautiful tile work. Our shelf. And we got our water closet with the pocket door as well. So very nicely done. You can tell they put some thought into this layout. And we will make our way upstairs to the third level. So if you made it this far, tell me where you're watching from. Tell me what you think of the house. And of course, if you have any questions or if you want to set up a showing for this house or any houses around Northern Virginia, DC, Maryland, just reach out to me below and I would love to assist you. So this is pretty cool. We got our ping pong set up. This is a very small ping pong table, but it is a ping pong table. Maybe more like a beer pong table. This is super cool though. You kind of have a view of the neighborhood. We got our wet bar over here, beverage cooler, and the beautiful countertops and cabinets again. Yeah, I really like this contrast with the green and the white. And that's actually the closet for the primary suite. So we have two primary suites, two pretty impressive primary suites. So if you just want to take over this level and you have more privacy up here, obviously, then that's definitely an option. Probably what I would do. So again, we just have this view of all the trees. We got the big windows here. And then the closet, like I mentioned, is over to the left. So you have a huge walk-in closet. This is pretty cool. I like this. I like this room. I'll just show you like a view out here. We got our Trex flooring. So we have 3 different decks, which I think is really cool. You don't see that too often except for that house over there to the right. But I think these decks are a little bit better. So you got a good size second primary suite. Let's check out the bathroom now. So we got the black tub, got the gold fixtures, and we got our 2 sinks here again with a nice big mirror. Gold faucets, our shower, got our window up there, beautiful tile, and then to the right we have our water closet. So let's check out, oh, we got another, They really like their pocket doors in this house. This would be the primary closet, and we also have laundry up here. So there's two different laundry areas. We got one right off the kitchen, and then this would be the second one, and plenty of space in here. Should almost make this a rooftop too. But we got enough outdoor space, I think. So you can see plenty of space here. You know, you might add a few things, but you got this wall of cabinets right there. That would definitely be enough for me. I love this space up here because you get so much natural light. And obviously it's a little more private. And you can kind of see the neighborhood on that one side. All right, so we still have the basement to go. So we will make our way downstairs to the basement. That's a cool view right there. So tell me what you're thinking about this house. Tell me where you're watching from. And of course, if you want to set up a showing for any houses, and they don't have to be $2 million houses like this one. I do most price ranges. And if it's in the Northern Virginia, DC, Maryland area, I could definitely help you out. This is just a very pleasant house. Very pleasant day as well. That definitely helps. So we got this porcelain tile, it feels like, down here. This goes out too. Okay, so you do have a side entrance if you wanted to rent it out or just nice to have in general. And this is more like a den space. Maybe somebody would use it as a bedroom. They kind of have it set up like a bedroom with a closet, but there's no window. And we got our full bath down here. So they went with a little bit different style down here, and you do have the tub. But yeah, very gorgeous tile work. And we're still kind of going with that white and green and gold look, which I think goes together very well. Oh, we even have some bottles of champagne or something right there. Shelves. Always got to open a couple cabinets because people seem to like that. And you can see we got our tankless water heater. Then this would be a cool place to entertain. Did we already open up this? No, we did not. So we got our sump pump in there, maybe a little bit of storage as well. And we do have a step down. So this is cool because the ceiling height is really tall down here. So it doesn't feel like an actual underground basement. You have a ton of space to work with. And look how wide this stairwell is. This might be the widest basement stairwell I've ever seen. So if you're moving furniture down here, you will not have any problems. And then these are just drains. Let me back up a little bit. So we got our windows. Behind me, you have the floor to ceiling glass sliding doors. And then we got the living room space. All right, so let me know what you thought about this one, and be sure to check out some other property tours on the channel. Today we are in Arlington, Virginia, checking out a one-of-a-kind, new construction contemporary home. Inside we have 6 bedrooms, 4.5 bathrooms, a separate 1-car garage, and the home itself is about 3,400 square feet on 3 levels. You're also just minutes to all the restaurants and shops in Boston, and minutes to DC as well. The asking price for this one is $1,899,950. And with all that being said, let's start the tour. And if you have any questions or would like to set up a showing, just reach out to me below. All right, let's get this tour started. And let me just turn you around so you can see where we came in from here. So this is a pretty cool modern house. It's not a massive lot, but they made great use out of the space here. So we got our coat closet. And right off to our left, we have the office, or it could be a bedroom if you wanted it to. And one of the best parts about this house, you're on a corner lot and there's plenty of windows. So it is a little bit of a busier road. That's why they priced it a little bit lower than if it obviously was further back in the neighborhood. But you get plenty of natural light here. Got our closet. We got the modern fan as well. So these floors are some type of engineered wide plank oak, I believe. And then to our left, we got the powder room with the super nice accent wall. You got the modern light, floating sink here. And this is obviously staging furniture to my right, but would probably be a good place to add on to that closet. So you can put something right there. So as we walk, let me actually just show you this. We got the basement with a ton of living space down there. But as you can see, as we walk to the kitchen and the living room area, you have these massive windows here. Got a little bit of a side yard. So you can see the natural light is really good here. All right. So let's take a look at this kitchen. We got the gray cabinets. We got the Thor range and Thor appliances. Let me just open up a few of these. And this is kind of cool. We have seating for 8 people right here. At least that's what they say. Let's see if I can open one of these up. And you got some extra storage underneath. So kind of a cool little bench type of area. This is actually LG, the refrigerator. And then the range is Thor. And we got this nice backsplash. We got the quartz countertops here, the range hood. You can see the oversized island. And then actually right behind me, we got our pantry area. So let's get another view from over here. So we got the 2 sinks, the smaller of the 2 sinks. And you can see some of the houses in this neighborhood have been redeveloped, and then some are kind of the smaller, older homes, which I imagine in the next 5 to 10 years will be new construction homes. I like this accent lighting underneath the cabinets. we got the oversized sink as well. So it does look like a new fence on that side. Gotta open a couple more of these. And then over here we have the beverage cooler as well as the Thor dishwasher. And you can see we got the cabinets going all the way up. And we'll do the mudroom in a second here. Let's go check out the living room area. So we have the gas fireplace. We do have very tall ceilings in here. I want to say they're 10-foot ceilings. So it feels very spacious, very bright. You'd have to get some good blinds in this house. They got all types of, get the automatic ones, or, you know, there's so many options. And what's great about this house, they were able to build the garage, the separate garage. So you do have parking. There's zoned street parking right there, but always nice to have a garage spot. I work with a lot of buyers who, you know, that garage spot is pretty much a deal breaker if it doesn't have one. So check out the texture here, kind of nice. And then this would be the dining room. So it's kind of merged together, which is fine. This lot was more narrow, so it still feels like you have enough space in this house. I know this developer does a lot of projects, so it's not their first house. They work with some good people, so had a good designer and architect and whatnot. All right, we got our mudroom. Got our cubbies here, and we got some hooks. So let's just check out the backyard real quick. I like these stone pavers here. And then we got the basement window. Let me just show you this garage. So pretty straightforward, one car garage. I believe there is an outlet, yeah, right there for the EV hookup. And then you can see from this side, it's kind of a long, narrow lot, but you got the fence on this side. I mean, if you had a dog or something, that'd be fine. Probably, you know, put a fence in the front, obviously. Pretty large driveway. I mean, definitely a 2-car driveway. And then you can see the side yard. We got some trees growing. And we got even the modern looking garage. Let me close this door. Oh, and we also have the basement exit. All right, so we'll see the kitchen from this side, and yeah, the quartz, different color cabinets. So they have the brown over here, and then they have the gray up top, and then you got the white oversized quartz cabinets, the pendant lighting. Very nicely done. And obviously this location is super convenient. The hospital is like right down the street, and then you're very close to Boston, you know, close to DC, commuter routes, everything like that. So tell me what you're thinking so far. And if you want to set up a showing for this house, or if you have any questions about this house or any homes, we're out in Northern Virginia, DC, Maryland. Just reach out to me below, and I would love to assist you. I believe that might even be the hospital right there in the background. Check out the light fixture here. So we have the wide plank flooring up here as well, the same style. We got our laundry room. We got our sink, cabinets, countertop, the big washer and dryer. So at first it looked like it was pretty narrow, but you actually, I mean, you have just enough space to work with, so it's not too cramped or anything. I love this light fixture right here. And we got our towel closet. The stager did a great job as well. So on this level we have the carpet in the bedrooms, and then we have 4 bedrooms on this level. So another thing about this neighborhood, you're in the North Arlington School District, which is pretty popular. Got our closet here. And we got the ensuite bathroom. And this bathroom is pretty nice. So we got the gold fixtures, we got the big cutout right there, sliding glass. I like this floor tile too, kind of has a glossy look to it. We got gold light fixture, brass, gold. And this bedroom, I don't know if it's the time of day, but you do get a lot of natural light. This whole house, you get a lot of natural light, I'll tell you that. And look how big these windows are. So making our way down, we have bedroom number 2. Another massive window. And that was a newer construction house, I want to say maybe the last 5 to 10 years. So this neighborhood, Highview Park, has always been a little bit more affordable in terms of North Arlington. But like a lot of neighborhoods, you're starting to see more new construction, and especially around here, you're starting to see a lot of developers and builders come in. Because this neighborhood, you do have a lot of houses that were just like, you'll see like 2-bedroom houses or just like kind of really small homes that just aren't really practical anymore. I think this house, when the builder bought it, I think it might have been a 2-bedroom or maybe even a 1-bedroom house, maybe 2-bedroom. I'd have to look at the photos. So, got our bathroom here. Nice vanity. We got the olive tile, gray tile. I'm a little colorblind. Beautiful tile work, and we got the tub. And as you can see, you got the big house, and then right next to it, you know, the smaller house on the corner. And this would be bedroom number 3. And these are not massive bedrooms, but these are perfect for, you know, a guest, kid, whoever. They're you know, comfortable. It's not like some of these houses when you get further outside of Arlington where you have some 1,000-square-foot bedroom or something like that. Maybe not 1,000, but. All right, so let's check out the primary suite. So I like that this primary suite, you're on the far side of the house, so you're furthest away from George Mason Drive. So obviously it's going to be quieter back here. I think the AC is running or something in the background, but. And there's a dog barking. I don't know if you can hear that. Just get a bird's eye view of the garage. I like their yard as well. So here is the view from the corner. And we'll check out the bathroom. So we got this gorgeous tile here. We got the 2 sinks and gold light fixtures, full-size mirror. And we got the 2 rain heads in the shower, the sliding glass. It's probably just water closets. Let me back up a little bit here. So we still got our closet to check out. So we got the walk-in closet with the window. They do have a little area right there to put some furniture. All right, so 4 bedrooms, 3 baths on this level. First level we had 1.5 baths, and we still got the basement to go. Man, I gotta look up where to buy that light fixture. All right. So if you made it this far, I appreciate you. Stay to the end of this video to catch the basement. And of course, tell me where you're watching from. Would love to know if you're watching locally or halfway across the world. It's always kind of interesting. All right, so let's check out this basement. And of course, if you have any questions about this property, if you want to set up a showing for this house or any other homes around Northern Virginia, DC, Maryland, just reach out to me below and I would love to assist you. All right, so we got that area. Let's see what's in here. Oh, that's the tankless hot water heater. Maybe you could use a little bit of storage. You still obviously want to be able to access that, but nice to have a tankless hot water heater. It's a little more efficient. And we got sump pump and the furnace room. So it's nice that they have the drainage system with the sump pump because you are a bit underground, of course. But they do have this big egress window. So this would be really the 6th bedroom. So it's sometimes hard to find a house with 6 bedrooms. A new house with 6 bedrooms, under $2 million in North Arlington. There's probably not too many of those. Our window up there. I like this railing. And also downstairs, obviously, we have the carpet throughout. And we got our full bathroom here. So the bedroom downstairs or just guests that are hanging out down here can have access to this bathroom. We got the cutout, we got the black fixtures. And man, we got a lot of space over here. We do have very tall ceilings. I think it might be 10-foot ceilings on each level. These are unusually tall ceilings, I mean, in a good way for whoever buys this property. Just back up a little bit, but you got a lot of space to work with. And we got our wet bar area with the beverage cooler, the quartz countertop. And down here we have the tile. So kind of see when you come in, if your shoes are dirty, you don't get it on the carpet. What is in here? Oh, looks like part of the sump pump and then a lot of storage. And let's take a quick peek out here so I can show you where we came up from. So that was the garage right there, side yard. All right, so let me know what you thought about this one, and be sure to check out some other property tours on the channel.